Where's Ridge? There he is!
Casey and Bailey Collins waited 15 months for this moment, the chance to be together as a family without the threat of going to prison.
I don't know if it's sunk in yet, but
I don't think so.
but it's a huge weight lifted.
Last August, the Collins rushed their son Ridge to the ER after he suddenly stopped breathing. A child abuse pediatrician and the Department of Family and Children's Services accused them of violently shaking him, causing a brain bleed. As Ridge went into protective custody, the parents fought to figure out what was really going on. What is his diagnosis?
It's dysfibrinogen anemia.
And that means what?
So it affects bleeding and blood clotting.
But they were only able to get that diagnosis because Ridge's grandparents had custody and could take him to get more testing. It is critical information that led a juvenile court judge and now the district attorney for the Coweta Judicial Circuit to drop the criminal charges and allow Ridge to go home. Some might argue the system worked. It protected Ridge while doctors, child welfare, and the criminal justice system had a chance to sort it all out.
Give 5. Yay!
But this hardly feels like a victory for the Collins, who lost a year with their son and are now drowning in debt from attorney and expert witness fees.
Do we make the credit card payments, or do we celebrate Christmas since we just got him back?
11 Alive News Investigates spent more than a year researching the help that harms, interviewing more than a dozen families that took their infant to the hospital with an unexplained injury, only to be the ones accused of causing it.
Because I noticed a lump on her arm.
The series has prompted lawmakers and advocates to raise questions about how the state investigates these kinds of cases. Jennifer Williams is a former foster parent working with the nonprofit You Are the Power.
So this is the letter that we had written and ended up sending it out to all representatives in Georgia.
She is working with other advocates asking lawmakers to require doctors to review all medical records from pregnancy to birth as well as pediatric visits before declaring an injury abuse. And they want parents assigned a family advocate to make sure they know their rights, get timely information about the investigation, and are able to get a second medical opinion if requested.
And I don't think these cases are presented to parents in a way where a second opinion isn't even an option. I mean, it's not like a medical diagnosis, it's an accusation. It's basically being told that you're a criminal by a hospital employee.
The Collins say living with the accusation for months also creates an emotional cost.
Sometimes I'm like, am I good enough to be his mom?
In Hogansville, Rebecca Lindstrom, 11 Alive News investigates.